Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to another episode of Wine with B. Long time no see. Last time I talked to you guys, I was still in El Paso for Christmas with my family, and now I'm back in Austin, and it is literally snowing outside. Snowing in Texas doesn't happen very often, but it's very cold, hence my attire, and hence Zoe the Maltipoo's attire. She's got her little jacket on too because it's freezing outside. She needs her little boots too, or her paws are gonna get all cold. But anyways, if you guys are new here, originally this was a Christmas movie review YouTube channel, and I don't want to leave you guys hanging for the other 11 months out of the year, so we are going to be reviewing Netflix original shows and movies here on the channel for the remainder of the 11 months. When it gets to December, we will do Christmas movies again, and of course we're going to be drinking some wine as well. So let's jump right into it. So today we're going to be drinking some Lohr. This is a Cab Sav as well, and I'm super excited. I got these Harry Potter stemless wine glasses. I will be using the Ravenclaw glass today, as I'm a Ravenclaw, but let's pop this guy open. Anyone who knows me knows that I love Harry Potter, so I was super duper excited when I popped into Total Wine the other day and I saw the set. I also have all the other houses as well: Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, but the very best house, Ravenclaw. Cheers. Let's taste it. So this cab is pretty dry. It has some darker fruits in it, some like oaky flavors, vanilla, and according to Vino, the wine app that I told you guys about, it is amongst the top 3% of wines in the world, so definitely go try it. And if you guys live in Austin, B.D. Riley's in Mueller has Wine Wednesday, and this is the wine that they have, and it's half-price bottles of wine, so definitely suggest doing that. That's somewhere that I used to frequent a lot pre-COVID time when everybody got to go and do fun things, but really, really good wine. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so moving on to the review portion, my very first Netflix original review will be of the show Bridgerton. This is a Shonda Rhimes production, so I love Shonda Rhimes, I love Grey's Anatomy, I love Scandal, so I was really excited about this when I found out she had something to do with it. Since these are not Christmas movies, they will be ranked on similar but different categories, so let me just read what those ones are going to be so that way you guys know. Movies and shows will be ranked on acting quality, plot development, originality, genre, hit or miss, whatever the Rotten Tomatoes score is, I'm going to be including that as well, would recommend, an overall score. And unlike the Christmas movies, this is going to be an average. So an average of the 4 things that I rank, which is acting quality, plot development, originality, and would recommend. Those 4 categories divided by 4, the average between them is going to be the overall score this time around. Okay, so jumping into the actual scoring of Bridgerton, we have acting quality, 9 out of 10. Really, really good cast. I will jump into the cast after. There wasn't that many people who I actually knew and had been in a bunch of stuff before, but they did a really, really good job on this. Plot development, 8 out of 10. There was some predictability in it. It's a romance, which is the genre. I haven't said that one yet, but it's a romance. It's gonna be a little bit predictable, but the plot was still really, really good, I think. Originality, 9 out of 10. This movie was like high society, early 1800s in England. So of course, I'm sure everybody's seen that backdrop before, but I have never seen a show like this. Genre, romance, I already mentioned that. Hit or miss, this was definitely a hit. Really, really good, especially for the girls. I don't know if guys are gonna like it as much or if guys are gonna think it's a hit, but for girls, for sure, it's a hit. And especially if you liked any of Shonda Rhimes' other stuff, you're gonna like this for sure. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 92%, which is kind of high for Rotten Tomatoes, and I always take Rotten Tomatoes with a grain of salt because sometimes they rank really good things poorly and sometimes they rank really bad things high, and so you just never know, but I wanted to include it here for you guys just so it's not just my opinion, it's also Rotten Tomatoes' opinion. Would recommend, 9 out of 10, especially for all my ladies out there. I definitely think that you guys will like this show, and then that brings the overall score average to an 8.7 out of 10. So moving on to casting, we have Regé Jean Page, who plays Simon. He's the main male character. He is also the Duke of Hastings, which brings me to Phoebe de Never. I want to say that's how you say her last name, don't quote me. She plays Daphne Bridgerton, and so she's the oldest Bridgerton, and so she is going out into society to find her husband, and so then she ends up being with the Duke of Hastings at the end of it, which that's not really giving anything away. You kind of saw that coming from the very beginning. Phoebe's brother, her oldest brother, Anthony Bridgerton, is played by Jonathan Bailey, and if you guys have ever seen Broadchurch, that's like true crime, well, a fictional true crime show that's also on Netflix. That one's really good. And honestly, probably the most notable person in this movie is Julie Andrews. She is the voice of Lady Whistledown, and Lady Whistledown is an anonymous columnist who writes about all the people in high society's secrets and puts them out for the world to hear, and part of the plot is Phoebe's sisters trying to track down who Lady Whistledown is. But yeah, so basically the show is about Daphne. She's the first one in her family to go off and to try to find her husband, and so they have all these balls that they go to, and you're supposed to be coursing. The men will course the woman and eventually lead to a proposal, and there's a lot of sex in this show, so I wouldn't suggest it for children. Some have even called it a soft porno, which is debatable, but there is a lot of nudity. It is definitely a rated R show, so don't watch it with your little kiddos around probably, but it's super duper good, and there's drama, there's sex, there's attractive people in it, there's all the things that you want, and it's all high society, and everyone has one of those sexy accents, which I love. They're actually even saying, I saw on E! The other day that they're even thinking about making Regé-Jean Page the next James Bond. That's still pending, but that's the rumor on the street these days. So clearly he's an amazing actor, and this probably is gonna jet set him and the rest of the cast on to do much bigger, better things after this, because this ended up being a hit and it was really, really good. And from what I've heard from other people love this as well. It's all over my Instagram, all over E, all over everywhere. It was very anticipated. Shonda Rhimes, everybody loves her, so it ended up being awesome and on par with all of her other things. And I know not everybody likes Grey's Anatomy and Scandal, they think it's too much drama, but for somebody who likes those kinds of shows, this one definitely is on par, a hit, would recommend for sure. But that is all I have for you guys this week. Let me know what you guys think of the new Wine with B doing Netflix original things. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions of things that I should watch. The reason why I decided I wanted to continue was I think I rounded out the end of 2020 with watching almost 100 seasons of television. So I figure since I'm watching it anyways, might as well tell you guys what's worth watching. So Bridgerton, definitely worth watching. Let me know what you guys think when you guys go watch it. Let me know what you think of the wine. And until next time, cheers!